7-Eleven officially opens its 19th store in the district tomorrow. It's not only good for the company, but the opening also serves as an important mark of progress for a D.C. neighborhood. Our Holly Morris is in Southeast this morning with more. Holly?
Well, Josh, on the surface, what it means, Slurpees in Southeast. You can't beat that, right? But when you look at the bigger picture, what it really means with this new store is new jobs to the area. And also, it serves as a wonderful example of the district's continuing effort to economically revitalize this area. Paul Savage is with the Department of Housing and Community Development. He joins me on this exciting day. On one hand, it's just another 7-Eleven. But on the other hand, it's not just another 7-Eleven.
You have it exactly right. Good morning to you. I think this is a great thing because, as you may know, Washington is under renaissance. And Mr. Hussein, who is the operator of this, and certainly Southland Corporation, are to be congratulated because they've come to Barracks Road. That's what this is called. This whole area is undergoing renaissance with the Navy Yard and that kind of thing. But I want to make the point that under Mayor Anthony Williams and Eric Price, the city is open for business. We're making it possible for things to happen in the city. And I think this is just one of those things that's a great synergy. The East of the River piece, the Navy Yard piece, Trinidad, all over this city, housing, economic development, things are happening under the leadership.
So let me ask you this. Did 7-Eleven come to the district and say we want to put a store in Southeast, or did the district go out recruiting 7-Eleven to come to the area?
Well, what really happened, 7-Eleven reoccupied the space that they occupied some years ago. So they came back home. And in addition to that, I'm being told that they will put marketing offices upstairs so that they will market 7-Eleven from this area. So they've come back home. But to answer your question, we've been to shopping center conventions. We've marketed in the city.
So you are out there actively recruiting.
Yes.
So my next question would be then, once you get a new business like 7-Eleven to come to the area, open up a new store, what does the district do then to help make this store successful?
Well, what we do and what we are doing is that we are making this street better, more attractive to visitors, to the residents who live here. So there's a renaissance. We want to make sure the streets are clean, that the storefronts are attractive for people to visit. That's what we're doing, and I might add, we're doing this all over the city. So
what are some of the other projects that we can look forward to seeing?
Well,
that you can tell us about.
Well,
some of them might just be in the works, I understand.
Well, certainly, you know, the mayor has this idea, for example, that government centers will be relocated to the neighborhoods. He will announce that. Last evening he talked about Georgia Avenue and the renaissance of Georgia Avenue, moving a government agency to Petworth. And all over the city we're talking about those kinds of things. Certainly over New York Avenue, we looked at it as a technology center, the housing in Ward 8, Ward 7. So what we are talking about, just a holistic approach around the city where we're doing housing. We certainly have the education piece the mayor's working on. He's working with the youth and families initiative. So what the mayor is doing is looking at the city as a whole. Virtually every part of this city is being marketed, and we are bringing business people and investment to every corner of the nation's capital.
And you're celebrating each little step one at a time. This store actually opened on June 18th to the public. They've been getting things going, and tomorrow is the official ceremony.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. And representation from the mayor's office and economic development will be here to celebrate, because we will do that one store at a time, one block at a time, one neighborhood at a time.
Mr.
Neighborhood
Savage,
action in action. That's what this is.
Did you get some coffee already?
Absolutely.
I suggest the Irish cream. It's pretty tasty.
Thank
I
you.
saw Ralph checking out the coffee as well over here, and now he's looking at his donuts. They look pretty good. Ralph, what do you think about this new store?
I think it's great. It's convenient. I'm a construction worker, and I'm working in this area, so I come over here every morning to get my coffee.
All right. Well, I think your smile on your face says it all. Thank you so much. Of course, there's maybe a 7-Eleven in your area, so coming up in our next hour, this is not just 7-Eleven. It is also the Global Fan Fest headquarters, believe it or not, for The Simpsons. The Simpsons are celebrating their 10th anniversary, so we're going to talk about that in our next hour as we celebrate here in the newest 7-Eleven in the district. Back to you guys in the studio.